Hey everyone, this is ZaiZoe. Welcome to my channel. Gonna show you one of my favorite clans. Some of you might know about them, some of you might not, but this is Minimax Savage. And Minimax Savage, I think I started like November of 2014, something like that. We're at about a 350 war wins, 21 losses, 10 ties. So not too shabby, level 14. And this is our other clan. This is Savage Minimax. They don't get as much shout outs, so I'm going to give them a little shout out in this video. And this clan I made shortly after the other one, several months down the road. There was such a huge demand for mini-maxing. It became such a big thing, and so many people wanted in. We basically had to keep the clan pretty much locked. Otherwise, it was non-stop requests and rejects. And first up, we got Stitches 2, and some of you might know Stitches from Savage 7. That's right, as I said, Stitches wasn't going anywhere. He's still out there playing. He's got lots of accounts to have fun on yet, so he's not done yet, don't you worry. And finding himself a Town Hall 11, pretty good attack so far. Slightly weak base, but still an 11. Still had everything there, so he's managing to get through it pretty good. Lavalunian. Lots of us are using the Lavalunians nowadays. There is a few different spells, a few different techniques of doing them. There's the grip it and rip it style. There is the surgical style. And depending on the base, depending on what you're going for, you can also do a little bit of a surgical and then grip it and rip it. And coming down, in comes the king. He's down to a king and queen, and the king is taking a beating towards the end. Gonna be a tight race. He's still got the queen ability. Invisible she goes, takes out that archer tower, and a nice 3-star. And Kyrie up next, and Kyrie taking on a max 11. Or close enough to max. I can't quite see those new walls. There they are up there in the back. And as some of you might have seen in another video, Kyrie is one of our best attackers in Minimax. Usually has slight to almost no troubles taking out almost most of the 11 setups. In this one here, he's going with a different strat. So he's going to see how this one works for him. He's always throwing out some different strats, giving them a try, seeing where he can end out, and so far pretty good. Looks like the spells were lacking just a little bit more rage or haste towards the end, but what do I know? And dropping down those wall breakers in the bottom, in the king goes. He's heading the right direction. I don't get why he just did that. He was going to go through the walls either way, and now away he goes. So Kyrie, knowing better, doesn't drop down that queen until that king took out that camp. Easily gets it in there, and before everything takes too much damage, ends the raid. And pretty nice offer considering he's up at pretty much 5800s. And Mini Pookie up next, finding a nearly max Town Hall 9. Heroes are down, but the rest of it looks pretty much maxed. Gonna try and target that air defense with the King Queen. Took out the lightning with the other. And as you could see, comes in, grips it and rips it. Now grip it and rip it is nice, except as you guys noticed, he didn't do a CC check. So that can sometimes bite you in the ass. However, who am I to deny when it's a 3-star what he should and should not do? However, that's what he should do. Next time, check for CC. And actually, Pookie is using my strat, but he's modified it a bit for himself. Instead of carrying, I carry 2 lightning, an EQ, and 2 rage. He's carrying a rage and no poison. I keep a poison on hand. He's keeping an extra haste and 2 other haste in place of a rage. So that's what he's going with, and I actually might change to that. I'm still going to keep a poison, but I might replace one of my, here it is here, I've replaced one of my rage with a haste, or 2 haste, still the same style. I'm going to drop down lightning towards whatever way I can get them CC troops pulled, send in a couple of loons, get that taken out. Now we're going to lure them over there, get them in a kill, drop down that poison. If the queen was there, I might save that poison yet for the queen, but she isn't, so in this one, that's how it's going to go. And now that we've got everything out of the way, there really shouldn't be a problem. I'm going to drop the haste once they get in there towards that air defense, drop the other haste there, and then I misplaced that rage. I meant to get it a little more ahead of them loons. Kind of bad spot. And kind of coming against that air blower there. My top side didn't come down far enough to take it out. Queen still somehow managing to make her way around, so she's OP at the moment. 25 is my queen, 30 is my king, so 5 more levels with her and I am completely maxed for ZaiZoe account. And next up, my Town Hall 11 Mini-Max ZaiZoe 3. I've been working on it lately. Some of you might have seen it sit at a stalemate for a while. It is now back up and active. All the camps are maxed. I've got max loons, max lavas. Working on that warden. Got a bunch of other stuff done on the base. Traps, Teslas, everything's done that way now. Hero's still low, of course. At the moment, not really struggling against Town Hall 10s too much. I'm not going to be 3-starring any max 11s anytime soon, so I'm still learning my way with this, as I did rush past that Town Hall 10, so I didn't get the full chance to figure things out there. So getting them done now, though, not having too much troubles. And luckily that balloon took out that last air defense. Otherwise, this one probably would have ended up at a definite 2 stars. But we're gonna take out that last archer tower, clean up the last few buildings, and for the 3-star win. And CL the Bully up next. Some of you might remember CL. CL used to be in Savage 7, that's right, this is his Savage 7 base. He was one of the Titans back in the day when there was only a handful of us that made it there in Town Hall 7 Titans. Even though people want to debate that it was easier back then because there was snipes, it certainly was not easier back then because there was snipes. Back then, like I said, I think the maximum at one point was 6 Titans in Savage 7. And now we've head up into the 20s in Savage 7. Way different systems. You gotta be fair to each one. Each one has its own difficulties, and each one had its own advantages as well. So. And this one here, I probably would have done that a little bit different, but again, who am I to argue with a 3-star? And next up we got Bullet. Going with a different strat this time. You're not going to see Lavalunian. This one's going to a Hog Wizard combination with some archers. So he's going to send in all of his giants, send in those bowlers, try and get out some of those air defense, keep those healers alive. He's going to knock down all the CC troops once they come out. Then pretty much now that half the base is gone, time to send in those hogs. Remember, you got to save a couple heals for them. Use the first one up there. Now he's on the second heal. Should have enough still to make it to the end. So this one's going to be another 3 stars. And I was out in my shop recording my videos, but I had to quickly run inside while the wife ran out to fuel up the trucks. And now I'm watching my baby, who is very, very cranky baby. Yes, but he's very quiet now, because he's probably going to go to sleep. But he doesn't like the word sleep. And Math up next. And Math taking on a Town Hall 11. Max is one of our newer mini-maxes. He's been here for enough wars, though, to know that he is a very good attacker. He usually takes Town Hall 11s quite easily as well. And of course, nobody's going to 3-star every time. Sometimes things happen, so you can't always do it. And this is kind of different here. Instead of sending his warden in with the raid, he uses his warden often by his heroes. I'm not quite sure if he then waits for the raid to catch up to where his heroes are, but again, pretty good attacker, so sometimes you learn things from people. I usually send mine with my raid, but eventually he's on his way. And getting up in there, taking everything out. Still had one rage spell left. With that blower pointing the wrong way, this could be a bit of a pain here. Still got an air defense, blower pointing the wrong way. Them loons are going to want to dog down, of course. At least with that blower pointed the wrong way now, should be able to get down to that last few defense. And this one's going to be a 3 stars. Very nice attack. And the clock is ticking for the win. And I think this crying little baby has finally fallen asleep on me. And JDM was in visiting, shared up his replay, and as you guys know, I like to be nice to my visitors, so I'll put in his replay as well. And he is going with a bowler healer combo, sending that queen in to start taking out as much as she can, trying to funnel everything in towards that eagle, get it taken down and out of there. And finally they knocked that eagle out. That's going to help this raid pull through quite a bit further. And with still a rage and a poison left, this one's looking like it's going to be a 3-star as well. And there's a lot going on in there. I never want to speed it up too much, but if I were to stay at speed 1, we would be on for a long time. And there's my dog. Way to go, little monkey. And that obviously means that Mama Zai is home. So hopefully I'll get this little guy off of my chest and I'll be able to finish my video. And easily finishing out this raid. It's gonna be a 3 stars. And my wife is looking at me with a smile. Say hi. Hi. Is that as loud as you say hi?
Hi.
That's better. And for the 3 stars, a nice 15 cups. And that's it for me in this video. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe, like, and share. You can also find me on Instagram at ZaiZoe Gamings. I'll see you guys in the next video. I'm out of here. Peace.